So just tuning in here, they started this game 15 minutes early. First batter just got a hard hit at second base, and who's that over there? I don't even get my lineups yet. This is normally the time I go to get my lineups, but for Fury, second baseman, number 7, is that Colton? Oh, Dylan Vecchio. He just took one in the eye off a bad hop. Tough kid, though. But he's going to go sit down now. And we got a runner on first. I have no idea who. It's number 2. That's all I know. Number 2 for the Spartan Express. Figure out this lineup as we go along. I'll do my best to get actual names in there. So next batter, number 7, left-handed batter. First pitch swinging, ground ball to second. Oh, hard chopper there. Throw to second in time for the lead out. So he hits into a fielder's choice. Lead runner gets out. So one goes in, one stays on. Next batter up, right-handed batter. In there for a strike on the mound for Fulton Fury is number 2, Anthony Farrell. Hello. Swung on, foul back into the backstop, strike 2. And on that pitch, as you saw, number 7 was off and running. So no balls and 2 strikes on that kid. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on number 20. So with 2 outs, that brings up this young man. Number 16, he hits this one out into center field. Dan-Dalin coming over, makes the grab for out number 3. So a little bit of excitement going on here in the first inning. And after a half an inning of play, it is still a 0-0 game. Dan-Dalin will lead it off for the Fulton Fury, and I'll see what else I can figure out. All right, here we are for the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the Spartan Express is number 14, Denkowicz. He'll be leading off next inning. Leading off for the Fury here, number 40, Dan-Dalin. First pitch to Cameron is high, ball 1. Ball 2 to Cameron. Pretty sure, because I didn't hear a strike. Thank you. And that one's high. Ball 4, as it turns out. And Cameron works a leadoff walk. One of his specialties. The question is, how long before he reaches base number 2? That brings up Cash Stuber. And an injured leg yesterday. Glad he's doing better now. Throw over to first. Not in time. Cameron scampers back safely. Cameron with his lead. There's the pitch high and outside. Ball 1. It's a 1-0 outside. Cameron takes off for second. He's in there easily, well before the ball gets in there. Stolen base for Dan-Dalin. Huge jump. Not sure why he slid. He must like it when we do his laundry. And that one misses. Ball 3. Or did he swing? I didn't even see. Nope. 3-0. I'll get my act together here. Again, I shouldn't even be started yet. 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk. Runners at first and second. So here's Colton Winslow. First pitch to Colton. In there, calls strike 1. Swung on, fouled off the backstop. Strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Colton goes down for the first out of the inning. With 1 out now and runners at first and second, here comes Brett DeGrenier. Yesterday at League Night, Brett went 2 for 2 with 2 hits, 2 singles, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a run scored. Pitcher jumps off the pitcher's plate there, and everybody moves back to their bases. Timeout call. Coach going on to the mound here. Check out these sponsors. That pitch misses. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Throw back over to second, nothing doing. I don't know how quickly these kids think I can move this camera here. Want to get another camera set up to cover second base. Hopefully I do that before the end of the next inning. Here's that pitch high, ball 2. 2-0 to Brett DeGrenier. Here's the 2-0 to Brett. In there, called strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike. That one misses outside, 3-1. So Brett's going to pick his spot here and only swing if that ball is in his favorite location. There's the pitch. Check swing, strike 2. Now Brett's got no choice. Sees a strike, he's got to hit a strike. That's the way the game is played. Here's the payoff pitch from Demkovic. Runners are off high, ball 4. The bases are now loaded for Gavin Gwynn. One out, bases loaded. Dalin on third, Stuber on second, DeGrenier on first, Gwynn at the plate. Swung on, popped up, and out of play over the bird's nest onto the other field. Everything's going to be okay. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Gavin swings and misses at one that was nowhere near the strike zone. Out number 2. First pitch misses, ball 1. There is in there, call strike 1. And that pitch misses, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. That pitch misses high, ball 3. And that is Dylan Vecchio. He's the one that took that ball off the eye in the top of the inning. So good to see him back in there and going at it. Almost tough enough to be a hockey player. And that pitch misses, ball 4, and it's an RBI walk for Dylan Vecchio. As Cameron Dallin comes around to score. That'll bring up Joe Wardaw with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch in there, called strike 1. There's called strike 2. Ball on throwback, delayed steal, and safe at home is Cash Stuber. Both other runners take off on the play. Everybody is safe. That's another run. Talk about being sneaky aggressive. That's like softball aggressiveness. I love it. So now no balls, 2 strikes, 2 runs in, runners at second and third. So that removes the force, too. There's a lot of good things happening because of that heads-up play by Cash Stuber, the delayed steal on the return throw back to the pitcher. Swung on, popped up first base side. First baseman coming over, calling for it. Does he have the room? He does. He makes the grab. Number 16. I didn't write his name down yet. But nice catch. And that'll do it. But the Fury pick up a couple of runs in their half of the first. And after one inning of play, they lead by a score of 2-0. Coming up to bat for the Spartan Express, it's their 5, 6, 7 batters. The pitcher, Demkowicz, Lazaro, Randall, Lajewski. Coming to bat. All right, that first pitch from Farrell to the pitcher, Demkowicz, is a call, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. And that's a ground ball to short, fielded by the shortstop, Cash. Throw over the first in time for out number one. So with one out, that brings up Lazaro. First pitch swung on, fouled off, strike one. That pitch doesn't quite reach the plate. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out on Lazaro. That pitch in there, call strike two. Farrell sets and deals, and it just misses inside, ball two. It was a close one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on Lazaro. Swung on, fouled, out of play. We'll do the 2-2 again. There's the 2-2 pitch, and that one just misses. Maybe it was low, maybe it was outside, maybe it was low and outside. Full count now on Lazaro. Swing and a miss, strike three for out number two. So with 2 outs now, here's the first extra hitter, number 55, Randall, coming to bat. First pitch to Randall, bounces on the plate. That's a ball. 1-0 is high, ball 2. That pitch in there called strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Randall. Farrell sets and deals and swung on. Chopper over Farrell's head. Fielded by second base. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. So the Spartan Express goes down 1-2-3. And with a 2-0 lead coming up in the second inning, it is Brandon, Anthony, Daniel, and Nick. First pitch, swing and a miss to Brandon. All right, so I got my batter's eye put together there, finally. Swing and a miss, and that is strike number 3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Anthony Farrell now with 1 out. That's the 3rd strikeout, swinging, too, for Demkovic. Here's Farrell. Fury pitcher, gets brushed back, skips out of the way, ball 1. Swung on, popped up. Left center field, left fielder underneath it, makes the grab for out number 2. And just like that, there are 2 quick outs here for the Fury half of the second inning. In steps Daniel Douglas. First pitch to Daniel, calls strike 1. Daniel plays third base, first base, and pitches. An all-around utility guy. And boy, can he connect with some power. Swung on, fouled, out of play. Strike two. No balls and 2 strikes on Daniel. That pitch misses low and outside, ball 1. I'm going to move the batter over by the batter because that just makes more sense to me. Remember, if you subscribe, you can chat. If you chat, I will chat back. There's the pitch inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Daniel Douglas. Demkowicz sets and deals. Swung on, ground ball, chopper, third base side. That's going to stay in foul territory. We'll come back and do it again. 2-2-2 in the 2th inning. That pitch high, ball 3. Full count now on Daniel. Pitch just misses outside, and Daniel works himself a 2-out walk. So 2 outs and a runner on first. Here is Nick Grant. Nick is currently playing third base in this game. He's also been known to play second and first. Douglas with his lead off first. There's the pitch. In there, calls strike 1. So the umpire wasn't ready. Can't pitch if the umpire's not ready. Bad things happen. Here's the 0-1. Low and outside, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Way out. Goes to the backstop. Daniel takes off for second. And he's in there easily. Reaching second on that wild pitch. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second now for Nick Grant. There's the pitch swung on. Foul over the fans. Strike 2. There's the 2-2. Called strike 3, and he rings him up. Nick Grant looking at what? Looking at strike number 3. At the end of 2 innings of play, the Fury holding on to a 2-0 lead coming up in the top of the 3rd inning. I believe it originally was supposed to be Lejewski, Jenkins, Luli, Halpin, but I don't think Lejewski's here yet, so he's been bumped to the bottom of the lineup. We'll know for sure when somebody steps up to the plate. In the meantime, check out these sponsors. I love them. They help support my channel. Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski, next to the Chinese food restaurant across the street from the bank. Power Play Sports, located off of Exit 47, Interstate 81 in Watertown. All of your hockey and lacrosse needs met there. Indoor sheet of ice, as well, real ice and a synthetic sheet. Learn to skate programs going on all year round. Sign up now, learn soon. $75 for one person or $100 for the family each month. And there's multiple levels of learn to play hockey, from learning how to skate to learning how to back check, and you'll love it all. Also, Dupree's Cleaning Services, both interior and exterior cleaning for residential, commercial, and industrial facilities. From gutters to office buildings, they'll clean it for you. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram at Dupree Cleaning Services or online at exteriorcleaning315.com. And of course, Glory Construction and Services for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built, have it built in his glory. So in the batter's box, number 28. First pitch fouled. Out of play. Strike one. Oh, it hits the dugout. Comes back. So that is Jenkins at the plate. There he is. A handsome boy at that. No balls, one strike on Jenkins. Here's the pitch from Farrell. Swung on. Chopper going to short. Fielded by Cash. Throw over the first. Long throw across the diamond in time. Out number one. Good job by Jenkins getting it out there, but Cash fielding it deep in the hole and using that cannon of an arm to come all the way across the diamond like that. That'll bring up the right fielder, Luley, number 8. He's a left-handed batter. Pitch from Farrell, up and out, ball one. That ball is hit out left field, foul, hits off the fence, drops back in. Strike two. That's a foul ball, hits him in the box. Staying alive in there is Luley. I think it's Luley. Hard to read the coach's handwriting. Coaches are like doctors. Timeout called by the batter. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Farrell. Swung on, popped up for third base side, out of play onto the other field. Everybody's okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on Luley. Farrell deals, misses outside, ball 3. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. That brings up Halpin, the starting left fielder. Hits a ground ball down the third base line, foul. Coach is going to go and retrieve that one for the boys. On Halpin. There's the pitch from Farrell. Swung on. Little chopper right at Anthony. I think he caught it. Either way, line drive right to him for out number 3. So 1-2-3 goes the Spartan Express again. After 2.5, it's still a 2-0 game for the Fury. Coming up is Lucas Resigno, and then top of the order, Dan-Dalin, Cash Stuber, and Colton Winslow. All coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Coming down has came down. And who is on the mound? Is that still Demkovich? It is. And he is ready to go. Here's Lucas Resigno. First pitch to Lucas. Call, strike one. We're underway here in the bottom of the third inning. That pitch misses, ball one. One ball, one strike on Resigno. That pitch outside, ball two. Not exactly sure why I'm dropping service here with my MiFi. Check, swing, call, strike two. No balls and two strikes on Dalin. Pitch swung on, fouled off. Staying alive is Mr. Dalin. Here's the 0-2. Outside, ball one. One ball, two strikes, and one out for Dalin. Pitch high, ball two. Two-two swung on, launched out to left field. Left fielder's going back. He's got a beat on it. It's over his head. It two bounces the wall. Cameron goes into second base with a stand-up double. And I thought the new bat would have had a little bit more feet on it, but what a good hit that was by Cameron Dalin. So with the runner on second and one out, in steps Cash Stuber, number 30, and the shortstop. And Cash launches this one. It is high. It is far. It is out of here. It's a home run for Cash Stuber. 2 runs. And the Fulton Fury take a 4-0 lead. Well, those are always fun to watch, aren't they? I mean, unless you're the pitcher. Cash didn't need a new bat. In steps Colton Winslow, left-handed batter. Colton went down swinging his first at-bat. That pitch inside, ball one. Oh. Inside, ball two. Two-0 pitch to Colton. Took something off of it. Does not drop in, though. Ball three. 3 balls and no strikes on Colton. That pitch misses. Ball four. So after giving up a long double and a home run, it's a 4-pitch walk. You could certainly understand a pitcher being a little rattled. But this is... It's a tough position. It's a lot of responsibility being a pitcher, and I certainly don't envy the role. So with a runner on first, 1 out, 2 runs in, here's Brett DeGren, your first pitch. Holds back, ball one. Here's the 1-0. And that drops in there for a strike. That's what Demkovich was trying to do before. Lay one in there, and he connected. He got that one right where he wanted it that time. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. On to Grenier. There goes Colton. Ball's in the dirt. No throw. It's a good pitch selection by Colton. So runner on second now with 2 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch misses. Ball 3. Colton advances to third on that wild pitch. So runner on third, 3 balls, 1 strike. Demkovich still a little rattled. He could certainly go for a conversation from his catcher. Something to get him settled down here. Here's the 3-1. Whoa! Brett thought it was inside. The umpire said that's the inside edge. Strike 2. Full count now. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on. Ground ball. And Colton jumps out of the way. We'll come back and do the payoff pitch again. Let's zoom out a little here and keep an eye on Colton over on third base. He should be on the grass in foul territory. That pitch called strike 3. 2 brushbacks called strikes onto Grenier, and there are 2 outs. That'll bring up Gavin Gwynn, the number 5 batter, with a duck on third base. 2 outs. First pitch to Gwynn. Sends this one out. This is going to split the outfielders. That's going to drop down 1 hop to the wall. Gwynn's going to come around into second, and the relay not in time. It is a stand-up double and an RBI for Gavin Gwynn. So 2 outs and a runner on second. Here's Dylan Vecchio. That pitch high and outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs on the Fury. Demkovich deals. Swung on, foul back to the backstop, strike 2. Demkovich 1 strike away from ending this inning that he would like to forget about. Had 3 hard hit balls so far this inning. Hardest hits of the day. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on 2. Here's the pitch. Oh, I thought he had him. Missed, ball 3. So here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, hard hit, and that stays fair down the third base line. Dylan's coming around. He stops part ways. He does not think he's going to make it all the way to second. It is an RBI single for Dylan Vecchio. So, and that's going to do it for Demkovich. Coming in to pitch is number 21. It's Lajewski. He made it. He made it. So while he warms up, I will share with you ways that you could contribute to help keep my equipment current. I only put this up there because I've been asked to provide it in the past. I got a lot of equipment here that I utilize. These things break all the time. I'm actually enrolled to go to school starting in September to get even better at doing some of the things that I don't do well. And hopefully better at some of the things that I do well. But I try not to spend any of the family's money for any of it because they like to live indoors, have running water, and eat food occasionally. So any monies that is contributed, it goes directly to the equipment and support required for these streams. That's also why I have sponsors. These fine businesses contribute to me every year to help keep me going. Again, covers equipment costs, covers cellular service, Wi-Fi access. Also, I could deliver these games to you. I hope you appreciate it. I certainly enjoy delivering it. So whatever I got to do to keep it going is whatever I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep it going. So Lejewski has all the pitches he's allotted. Vecchio returns to first base. And here is Joe Wardaw. Joe made the final out of the first inning, and I don't remember how. I didn't write it down. I was still getting set up back then, if you remember. So Joe's getting his signs from his coach. Throw back at first. Nice move. And Dylan is safe. I don't know what this whole cat and mouse game is that's going on, but I've had enough of it. Let's go. There's the first pitch. It's a strike. Dylan takes off for second. Throw down is in time. And Dylan Vecchio is caught stealing for the third out. So Joe Wardaw will get another chance in the fourth inning. But the Fury pick up 4 runs that inning, and after 3 innings of play, they lead by a score of 6-0. All right, that first pitch, sorry about that, was in the dirt. Ball 1. Second pitch to Lejewski. Ball 2. He got here just in time. Oh, and there's an extra ball on the field. There's a baseball game going on there just on the other side of that foul. The fence post there. So 2 balls and no strikes on Lejewski. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one is hit right at third base. Fielded by third baseman. Throw over to first is in time. Out number 1. So good piece of hitting there by Lejewski, but nice fielding by Nick Grant over at third base. So with 1 out, what brings us to the top of the order, here is Hart. First pitch to Hart. This is hit out shallow center field. That's going to drop down. Throwing to second, nothing doing. Joe Wardhaw not able to come in and pick that one up. So Hart has a single. He's got 2 hits on the day. That'll bring up Lafayette, the shortstop. The kid that started off playing shortstop, I should say. He hit into a fielder's choice his first at-bat. 1 out, a runner on first. That ball is hit, just over Cash's head. Bobbled by Wardhaw in center. He's got to hurry up. You cannot stand there and look at the ball. Mistakes happen, but they only hurt you if you dwell on them. So you have to just pick up and get going right away. It's like that in baseball. It's like that in real life. It ain't over till it's over. Don't be the one that ends it prematurely. So 1 out, runners at second and third. There's a big swing and a miss by Fuentino. I can't read my handwriting, and it was hard to read the coach's handwriting. That one is swung on and fouled way out of play. Strike 2. Fiorentino. That's it. There's an R in there. That pitch up and in. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fiorentino. Keep an eye on Hart over there on third base. That pitch bounces. Ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's a pitch high. Ball 3. Anthony's 1 pitch away from loading up the bases for the cleanup batter. Swung on, fouled off, will do it again. Here's the 3-2 again. That one misses, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the number 4 batter and first baseman, McFarland. First pitch just misses, ball 1. This is quite the opportunity for the Spartan Express. This can be the comeback inning that they've been looking for. 2 balls and no strikes. And that one's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch is fouled out of play. So now with 2 balls and 2 strikes, the situation at hand has changed. Another foul ball way out of play. There's the 2-2 from Anthony. Swung on. It's just sent out. Right center field. That's going to go over Gavin Gwynn's head. Make it all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes a second. And sliding in there with a 2 RBI double is the cleanup hitter, McFarland. And Coach King is going to go out and have a meeting with his pitcher on the mound. Now, he might be the guy responsible for throwing the balls, but these are not all of his fault, that's for sure. There's a pitch. That one misses. Ball. Yep, Spartan Express is the visiting team. They are trailing 6-2 after those 2 runs come in. And there's a strike. Yep, we had lots of defensive changes, right? It's a nice thing about Friday, Saturday ball is to figure out who's going to do best on Sunday. You just got to make it to Sunday. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Crowd goes mild. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. So with 2 outs and runners at second and third, here comes Lazaro. Lazaro went down swinging in his first at-bat back in the second inning. Here he is with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. First pitch fouled off, hits the backstop. That's strike number 1. We're out here at Legends Field, field number 6 in Oswego. 99 Church Street, I think it is, or Churchill Street. The car just brings me here. That ball is popped up left side. That's going to be caught by the left fielder for out number 3. So the Furies able to hold the Spartan Express to 2 runs there in the top of the, that's the 4th inning. That did not advance. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning, Joe Wardhaw, Brandon, Anthony, Daniel, and Nick for the Fulton Fury. Coming up in just a minute. So Joe Barnes there, I do believe that is my buddy Joe Barnes, the world accredited director, producer, film writer, filmmaker, winning global awards for his films. Honor to be joined by him on this broadcast. Looking forward to the next film. Just waiting for my part. Coming up soon. How you doing? So here we are, ready to begin the bottom of the 4th inning. Lajewski set. Wardhaw steps up to the plate. First pitch called, strike 1. A 1 misses, 1-1.
That's in there for a called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch misses. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Joe. And Joe hits that one. Hard hit, ground ball. Diving grab by the shortstop, and that's all he's going to be able to do is catch it and hold onto it. It's a hard hit infield single for Joe Wardhaw to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Fulton Fury here. That brings up Brandon Blitz for the Fury. On the first pitch, he's going. Joe, late jump goes and does not slide, but is still safe. That was close. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's popped up high. Third base side, that's out of play. And that might land on the other field. Does not, lands in between the fields in that narrow alleyway. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brandon Blitz. Pitch from Lejewski. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Brandon was reaching for the trees on that one. Here's the 1-2 from Lejewski. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. Wardhaw caught off second and is run back by the catcher. So with 1 out, here's the Fury pitcher, Anthony Farrell. Man, the umpire is loving that inside edge. Strike 1. Throw back at second, nothing doing. Here's a pitch. Swung on. Chopper, third base side. Nice grab by Coach King. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Anthony Farrell. Lejewski sets. Nope. Checks the runner and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Wardhaw takes third on the strikeout. So with 2 outs and a runner on third, here's Daniel Douglas. First pitch swinging, fouls that one off to the backstop, strike number 1. Here's the 0-1. Changeup doesn't make it. Ball 1. Wardhaw's coming in at home. And he makes it as the throw is not grabbed by the pitcher. That's a run. 7-2 now for the Fury. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Daniel now, I think. That pitch misses. I think it's 3-1. And Daniel hits that one. Ground ball is short. Fielded by the shortstop. Throw over the first is in time for out number 3. But the Fury's able to squeeze one more across, and they now lead 7-2 after 4 innings of play. Coming up in the Actually, let me record this before I forget. 6-3 for the third out. Coming up in the top of the fifth inning for the Spartan Express, Randall, Jenkins, Luley, Halpin, and Lajewski. So, new pitcher on the mound for the Fury. It's Dan-Dalin. His first pitch is a ball. Cameron's a natural center fielder, but unfortunately for him, he can throw strikes. Not yet, though. What's that? There's a pitch swung on. Chopper, strike one. I like seeing him make plays in the field, not throwing pitches. That pitch misses. 3 balls and 1 strike to Randall, number 55. Three-1 is inside, and the umpire is not going to give that inside edge to Cameron. Randall works a walk. So now with the runner on first and no outs, here's Jenkins. There's a called strike. That one just a bit high. Ball 1. Jenkins grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Here's the 1-1. Misses outside. Ball 2. That pitch misses low. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Here's the pitch from Dalin. Takes something off of it, and it drops in there for strike number 2. He lulled Jenkins to sleep on that one. Here's the payoff pitch from Dalin. Swung on, hit out into the outfield. Wardaw coming in, makes the grab for the first out of the inning. That's teamwork. Nice lazy fly ball right to Joe. And that's 1 out. That'll bring up Luley. Luley went down swinging in his first at-bat. First pitch from Cameron. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swung on, chopper, fielded by Dalin, throws to second for one, on to first. Oh, it gets away. Nice recovery by Brett. So they get the lead runner. Goes down as a fielder's choice. 1-6 for out number 2. So runner on first and 2 outs. Here's Halpin. First pitch to Halpin is high. Runner is off at second, and ball goes into the outfield. Picked it up by Joe. He takes time, gets that ball in nice and cleanly. So runner on second now for Halpin. Halpin hit a hard line drive right back to the pitcher in his first at-bat. 1-0, 2 outs, runner at second. Pitch swing and a miss, strike one. So 1-1, swing and a miss as the bottom dropped out of that one. Strike two. Here's the 1-2 from down. Swung on, popped up, hits the backstop. We'll do that one again. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Pitch swung on, little blooper to third. Fielded by third baseman, throw over the first in time for out number 3. So they get one in scoring position, not able to bring them home. After 4.5 innings of play, it is a 7-2 lead for the Fury. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's Nick Grant, Lucas Resigno, Cameron Dalin, Cash Stuber, Colton Winslow. All coming up in just a minute. All right, warm-ups are done. Lajewski's on the mound. In steps Nick Grant. Nick went down looking his first at-bat. That was against Demkovich. First pitch from Lajewski is a ball. Nick hits this one, sends this out to right field. Right fielder camped underneath it, makes the grab for out number 1. Nice fly ball that right fielders enjoy so much. And with 1 out, here's Lucas Resigno, the Fury catcher. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Second pitch misses low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lucas. And that pitch is high, ball 2. That one he fists off, foul, first base side, strike 2. A big swing and a miss, strike 3. So with 2 outs now, here's Cameron Dalin. Cameron's 1 for 1 with a double, a walk, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. That first pitch is a ball. Here's the 1-0. Dalin, lazy swing, pops this one straight up. Catcher coming over, looking for it. Not going to be able to get it. Makes it over the fence. Strike 1. One ball, 1 strike on Dalin. That one misses high. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dalin comes up on top of that one, and that gets through the infield. Fielded by the left fielder. Kent's going to hold Cameron to a single. So Cameron works his way, battles his way out, a 2-out single. And in steps Cash Stuber. Stuber's 1 for 1 with a walk, a home run, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. Waiting for everybody to be ready here. First pitch to Cash is up and in. Catcher thinking about throwing somewhere, but not everybody's ready to receive the ball. So he holds on to it. Cameron's job is to get to second base so Cash can bring him home. Here's the 1-0 to Cash. Check back to 1. Nothing doing. And there goes Cameron. Cash pops this one up. Comes back out of play. Dalin never even looks. Should have been running back. The ball went into the air. 1 ball, 1 strike. I expect to see Cameron to go again. Here's the 1-1. Throw back to first. Not in time. That one low, and after it bounces, Dalin's going to take off for second. They throw anyway. Cameron's safe at second base. So 2 balls and 1 strike for Stuber with a runner on second. Oh, I missed a bunch. I guess that was ball 4. Who knew? That was ball 3. Whatever. Here's Colton. Colton, first pitch, launches this one into the outfield. That's going to split the outfielders. Dalin's going to score easily. Picked up by the left fielder. Stuber's going to come around third. There's the relay home. And it's in. Not in time. He went underneath it. He went underneath it. He dove underneath it, slid underneath it. The tag came down from on top and landed in his lap, and Cash was sitting on home plate. That ends up being a 2 RBI double, and Colton advances to third on the throw. And it is now a 9-2 lead for the Fury. In steps Brett DeGrenier with a runner on third, 2 outs, and 2 runs in. First pitch low and in the dirt, ball 1. That pitch way high, ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, and this is set into the outfield. Center fielder, left fielder makes the grab to end the inning. Nice job, nice focus by the Spartan Express to put an end to that one. Brett flies out to left field for the third out. After 5 innings of play, it is a 9-2 lead for the Fury. Coming up in the top of the 6th inning, it's Lajewski, and then top of the order in Hart, Lafayette, Florentino, and McFarland coming up for the Spartan Express. Dan-Dalin retakes the mound for his 2nd inning of pitching duty. Warm-ups are done. Here is Lajewski. First pitch from Dalin. Swung on, popped up. Cash Stuber coming over, calls for it, makes the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring us to the top of the order. Here is Hart. Hart is 2 for 2 with 2 singles on a run scored. First pitch to Hart on the inside edge, strike number 1. That's a ground ball, and that is an error. Goes off the third baseman's hand. The first error of the game. As Hart reaches on an E5. So now with the runner on first and 1 out, here is Lafayette. Lafayette is 1 for 2. And that first pitch called strike. He's got a single and he hit into a fielder's choice. Reached on a fielder's choice, though. Dalin checks the runner. Not sure. And he balked. Wah, wah, wah. See, I think I got one of those sounds here. It's a ground ball to Stuber. Stuber throw over the first in time for the out. Here we go. That's what I wanted. So 2 outs, and this is popped up. Diving is Wardaw, just not able to get it. Almost, though. Good effort. That's going to score a run. Now, was it an error or not? I mean, it was an all-out dive, but it hit his glove. I guess we'll give him a hit. We'll give Florentino a hit. Now we got back-to-back singles as McFarland drives this one through the infield. We got runners at first and second now. And it's another 2-out rally being pieced together here by the Spartan Express. That's called strike one. There's strike two. No balls and 2 strikes on Demkovich. The starting pitcher and number 5 batter. He hits this one to third, and he's just going to step on third base right there for out number 3. So that one is a 5 unassisted for out number 3. It's a nice hit, just in an unfortunate location. After 5.5 innings of play, the Fury still lead at 9-3. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Fury, it's Gavin Gwynn, Dylan Vecchio, Joe Wardaw, and Brandon Blitz. Big swing and a miss, strike one. That one bounces on the plate, ball one. Gavin's 1 for 2 with a strikeout swinging and an RBI double and a run scored. So 1-1, that one fisted, popped up, and first baseman grabs it right before he gets run into by the second baseman for out number 1. That'll bring up the number 6 batter, Dylan Vecchio. First pitch to Dylan is high, ball 1. Swung on, fouled off, just off the end of his bat, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 to Dylan. Swung on and sent out left field line, foul, strike number 2. One ball, 2 strikes. There's the pitch, and that one, just misses. Ball 2. I thought it dropped across the plate from my perspective. That's why you don't umpire from all the way over here in foul territory. It just doesn't make sense. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just misses, ball 3. Vecchio has a full count right now. That pitch bounces, ball 4. Vecchio works himself a walk. That'll bring up Joe Wardaw, who's 1 for 2 with a single, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored. 1 out, and Vecchio on first. Here's a pitch, high, ball 1. the 1-0 throw over to first. Nothing doing. Just checking the runner, keeping him honest. We like honest boys. A lot better than when they get older and they start lying. Here's the 1-0. Runner is off and is safe at second. The ball goes into center field. Dylan's going to stay put at second, happy with his stolen base. So 2 balls now with a runner on second. No strikes. 1 out in the inning for Joe Wardhaw. That pitch to Joe misses, ball 3. 3-0. Three-0 goes back behind Joe, and he takes first base. That brings up Brandon Blitz. Have a conversation on the mound, and that might be it for Lajewski. He's looking like he's ready to hand over the ball, looking a little tired maybe. Coach is trying to tell him, settle down, throw the ball in, stop trying to force it over, and just toss it in there. You're a pitcher because you're a pitcher. Don't try to do anything more than that. So Brandon Blitz is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging today. It's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. That pitch high, ball 1. Pitch swung on. Brandon pops this one up. Out the left field line. Left fielder comes over, can't get to it. Drops in foul for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brandon. There's the pitch, swung on, ground ball, foul, third base side. We'll do the 1-2 again. And I was fixing my shade. I don't know what happened. Looks like it's 2-2. It's 3-2. Yeah, I got ears. Runner is off, swung on, fouled, out of play. I missed the runners on the corners move too. Lots of things happen when you're not paying attention. Three balls, 2 strikes. I do believe is only 1 out. Runners at the corners for Brandon Blitz. Maybe it's 2-2. Is that what the umpire just said? Throw over the first, nothing doing. So it might be 2-2. It might be 3-2. Find out in a moment. Runner is off. Ball bounces in the dirt. Now it's 3-2. Runners at second and third. Now it's a full count. And that one misses, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Anthony Farrell. So 1 out, bases loaded. Pitch bounces, ball 1. That pitch swung on, ground ball, and that gets through. One run's going to score, and that's all they're going to get. Nice job by Anthony Farrell with an RBI single. And the Fury have a 10-3 lead now. That'll bring up Daniel Douglas with the bases loaded and only one out. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. Stolen base to his credit as well. First pitch is a ball. Pitch from Lejewski misses high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded, 10-3 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Fury. A pitch for Daniel. Swung on, and he sends this one out. That's going to clear the center fielder's head off the base of the wall. Comes back, gets thrown in, goes to third base. Daniel Douglas has a 2 RBI double. And that's the ball game, folks. We've reached time. So this one ends after 5 1/3 innings of play with the Fulton Fury winning by a score of 12-3. From field number 6 at Legends Field in Oswego, the Baseball Summer Classic, I am the Dan-Dalin. Remember, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.